Okay, so once again, welcome to our Commodore Stockton PreK parent meeting.
好，再一次歡迎各位嚟到金馬多早期教育學校嘅學前班家長會議。
The agenda for today, we're going to do some welcome introductions, talk about health and safety at our school policies, and then if we have time, we'll have some question and answer.
今日嘅會議議程咧，包括咧就以下4項。首先咧，我哋就歡迎同埋介紹啦。第2項咧就會係關於安全同埋健康嘅事宜嘅。第3咧係關於學校嘅政策。第4項，如果你有時間嘅咧，我哋將會有問答時間。
So I think most of you should know who I am, but we do have some new families. So my name is Jenny. Most of the students call me Miss U, and I'm the principal here at Commodore Stockton.
可能大部分人都識我啦，我就係余校長。大部分學生咧都叫我做 Miss U。咁咧，我哋亦都今年有新嘅成員加入我哋學校呢個大家庭嘅。
I also want to introduce our clerk. So Crystal is our clerk, and she's located on the first floor in the office. And then we also have our family support specialist, Carolyn Seoching.
另外咧，我哋個秘書Crystal 咧，你會喺1樓辦公室見到佢嘅。我哋嘅家庭支援專員咧就係Seoching Karen。
And then in each of our rooms, I wanted to introduce. In room 1, we have our teacher Wendy Guan, and in room 2, we have teacher Emma Ariola.
咁喺唔同嘅班房有唔同嘅老師。第一嘅班房1號班房嘅老師就係 Wendy 關老師啦。2號班房嘅老師咧就係 Emma Ariola 老師。
In room 3, the teacher is Miss Kitty Locke, and in room 4, the teacher is Yong Trin.
3號課室嗰個老師咧就係 Kitty Locke 老師。咁另外4號班房嘅老師咧就係 Yong Trin 老師。
And then Miss Locke is also our lead teacher. So in case I am not at the school, Miss Locke will be the person that you would look for.
樂老師咧，亦都係我哋嘅主導老師嚟嘅。如果有時我唔喺學校裏邊嘅時候咧，樂老師就會就係你需要如果尋求幫助，你去揾佢啦。
Okay, so we are going to start with our health and safety.
跟住落嚟咧，我哋要花少少時間去講下學校裏邊嘅健康同埋安全嘅措施。
So we understand that the pandemic is not over, and this is not the time to let loose. So at our school, we'll continue our efforts in ventilating and keeping our windows open, having air purifiers in our classrooms, sanitizing toys and surfaces, and doing frequent hand washing.
我哋咧知道咧呢個疫情大流行咧就係仲未過去嘅，同埋咧我哋咧唔係呢個時候，亦都唔應該放鬆。所以咧我哋盡能力會保持我哋課室咧個窗戶保持開放啦，同埋空氣流通嘅。咁咧我哋亦都會喺每個課室裏邊咧都會有空氣淨化機，同埋會將所有台面或者一啲平面同埋玩具咧每日都經常清潔。同埋咧，經常提醒學生洗手嘅。
Masks are not required at SFUSD anymore, but we are highly recommending all students, staff, and adults entering our school building to wear masks.
凡士聯校區咧再唔要求必定佩戴口罩嘅，但係我哋咧高度推薦。所有同事、學生、教職員同埋成年人，當佢進入學校嘅建築物嘅時候咧，都盡量佩戴口罩。
We also encourage everyone to get vaccinated and get your booster shot when it's available. So the younger students, 6 months and up, can get their vaccinations now.
我哋咧亦都鼓勵咧每個人咧去接受疫苗注射同埋去接受加強劑嘅注射嘅。據我哋所知咧，而家咧係6個月以上嘅小童都可以接受注射㗎啦。
In addition, we're asking all of our staff and students and family members to self-screen themselves at home before entering our school building. So before you leave the house, make sure you check to make sure your child doesn't have a fever, they're not coughing, they don't have a sore throat. Basically, make sure that they're not feeling ill before they leave home.
我哋咧要求所有教職員啦、學生同埋屋企人咧喺屋企咧離開屋企之前咧做一個自我嘅檢測。喺返學之前，咁若果咧喺離開屋企之前，最好確保咧你哋子女咧係冇覺得唔舒服啦，同埋咧冇以下嘅一啲症狀啊，包括發燒啦、發冷啦、咳嗽啦、喉嚨痛啦，或者呼吸急促咁嘅情況。
So when your child is at school and we suspect that your child is not feeling well or they have any COVID-19 symptoms, we will ask an adult to come pick up the child as soon as possible to get tested. And so please have an adult be able to arrive to our school within 1 hour.
當你如果個子女喺學校嗰時覺得唔舒服，或者我哋教職員懷疑佢係有呢個新冠肺炎嘅症狀嘅話咧，我哋會要求家長屋企派一個成年人嚟盡快接走佢嘅。希望你哋喺預先安排有一位成年人可以1個鐘頭之內嚟接你嘅小朋友返屋企。
And color testing is available for students every day at our school. And so you can come pick up a self-swab kit and drop it off the sample at our school every day before 10 o'clock.
另外咧，我哋會為學生提供一個叫做 Color 嘅分子測試劑嘅，每日都可以提供俾你哋，所以咧你哋可以嚟到學校度去領取，同埋喺屋企做呢個測試。喺每日10點鐘，上晝10點鐘之前咧，將個樣本交翻嚟就得㗎啦。
And then, of course, if your child tests positive, please notify the principal immediately. So if your child tests positive, they must stay at home for 5 days. And if after 5 days they test negative, they can come back. But if they still test positive after 5 days, then they have to stay at home for 10 days before they can come back. And that's if they have no symptoms.
若果你嘅子女咧係透過呢個分子測試劑測試到陽性嘅話咧，請你盡快通知校長，同埋咧個小朋友需要留家5日，直至到佢嘅下一次嘅測試5日之後嘅測試咧係陰性嘅先至可以返學。如果5日之後嘅測試仍係陽性嘅話咧，佢仍需要留喺屋企，直到第10日又冇其他類似嘅症狀咧，先至可以返學。
So after 10 days, it doesn't matter if the student tests positive or negative. They can come back as long as they have no symptoms.
喺第10日之後咧，無論嗰個測試嘅結果係陽性定陰性咧，其實個小朋友都可以返學，只要佢當時係冇類似嘅病徵就得㗎啦。
Once again, this school year, we're asking that parents and caregivers to not come into the classroom to prevent the spread of germs. So we're going to ask that the parents and caregivers to drop off their child outside of the classroom.
喺呢個學年裏邊咧，我哋仍要求咧家長同埋照顧者咧唔好進入課室，以免將病菌傳播。咁所以咧，家長或者照顧者只可以將佢帶佢返學，只係帶到課室門口就要離開啦。
We also ask that you please avoid staying in the hall or inside the building for a long period of time.
同埋我哋要求咧，家長或者帶子女返學嘅照顧者咧，唔好長時間留喺走廊或者任何學校建築物裏邊。
I also want to remind everyone that the toys and the materials in the yard on the first floor and on the rooftop is for teachers to use during school time only. So please do not allow your children to play with the toys or any of the materials outside.
我亦都想提醒一下大家咧。係喺戶外嗰個遊樂場嗰啲所有玩具同埋物料咧，都係喺1樓同埋喺天台嗰度咧，都係為咗老師上堂教學而用嘅。所以請你提醒小朋友唔好擅自去玩呢啲玩具同埋物料。
So during pick up and drop off time, when you're with your child, please don't let them play in the yard. Please try to bring them home or away from our school after you pick up or drop off.
所以無論係朝頭早帶返學或者係下晝接放學咧， 請你都盡快喺擺低小朋友或者接咗小朋友之後，盡快離開學校，唔好叫佢哋喺度玩嗰啲玩具。
We also want to keep our schools safe, so we encourage you to use our Trenton Street entrance when you come in and to ensure the doors are closed tightly behind you. So if you see someone else coming in behind you, make sure you know who they are before you let them into our school. And then lastly, please do not prop any doors open for any reason.
為咗咧保持學校一個安全嘅學習環境咧，我哋希望各位咧只係用 Trenton 街嘅出口一個出口出入嘅啫，同埋確保每次出入之後咧道門都係鎖翻嘅。如果你有人跟住你，如果你唔知對方你係唔熟悉嘅咧，請你唔好讓佢進入。亦都喺任何時候，無論任何原因，亦都唔好將道門打開。
So we really want to keep the school safe, and this is something that we want everyone to help us with. So if you see someone or something that is suspicious, please let us know.
我哋非常之重視學校嘅安全，所以我希望大家合作。如果大家見到任何人或者任何事物係可疑嘅話咧，請你盡快通知我哋。
And then we will also be conducting monthly safety drills with the students. And so we usually rotate between the fire drill, the earthquake drill, and the lockdown drill. So the lockdown drill, when we're doing a lockdown, that means that no one can enter the building until we are clear and the neighborhood is safe.
我亦都咧每個月會進行安全演習，會輪流就住火警咧、地震咧或者封鎖做一個每個月嘅演習。而喺個封鎖演習期間咧，係冇人可以進入呢個學校嘅建築物裏邊嘅，直至到我哋認為個鄰近鄰舍同埋我哋人都係安全為止。
So of course, we hope that we never have to do a lockdown, but if there's anything that's happening in the neighborhood that's unsafe, then if we have to do a lockdown, that means that when you come ring the bell and you want to come and pick up your child, we will not be able to open the door for you until we are out of lockdown.
我哋當然係唔希望有咁嘅事情發生啦，但係若果真係發生封鎖嘅事情喺我哋社區裏邊有唔安全嘅情況出現嘅時候咧，我哋唔會俾任何人進入我哋學校嘅。所以係喺當時嘅時候，就算你喺門口度撳鐘咧，我哋都唔能夠讓你進入嚟學校接你個仔女離開嘅。
Okay, next we're going to talk about our school policies.
跟住落嚟咧，我哋講一講學校嘅一啲政策。
So all of our preschool students have their own contract hours. So we ask that all the parents follow your assigned contract hours when dropping off or picking up your child.
所有學前班嘅學生咧都有佢個別嘅接送時間嘅，所以我哋要求所有家長咧同我哋遵守呢個係返學同埋接放學嘅約定時間。
If you need to change your contract hours, you have to contact Ms. J. Chan at the enrollment office. Crystal cannot help you with the contract hours at our school.
如果你需要改變個接送時間嘅話咧，你需要去嗰個註冊辦公室嘅J. Chan 老師嗰度去改變嘅。我哋嘅秘書 Crystal 係唔能夠幫你擅自改變嗰個接送時間。
We also expect you to bring your child to school regularly. So if your child is not feeling well or if you're running late for any reason, please be sure to call the school to notify us.
我哋都期望大家咧經常地同你嘅仔女返學，帶佢哋返學。但係若果你嘅小朋友係病咗咧，或者會遲到咧，無論遲到地返學，抑或你遲嚟接佢咧，都請你先通知學校一聲。
And we are excited to announce that there will be no family fees for the 2022-2023 school year.
我哋好開心同大家宣布咧，喺2022至2023學年裏邊咧，我哋唔會收取任何家庭嘅收費嘅。
Okay, so I want to introduce some excuse absences for you. So the following reasons are excuse absences and when your child can can be absent. So the child being sick, the parent being sick, if there's a family emergency, or if you're taking a vacation.
我哋咧係可以接受一啲可合理嘅缺課嘅，包括以下原因：第一就係小朋友病咗啦，第二就係家長病咗啦，第三就係家庭有啲緊急事宜啦，同埋第四就係家庭有假期旅行。
If your child is sick for more than 5 days, we require a doctor's note to return to school.
若果你嘅小朋友咧係病多過5日咧，我哋要求咧你哋翻學嗰時咧有一張醫生紙證明。
And then each student is allowed 10 school days for vacation. So if you're going to be absent if you want to take a vacation, make sure you let your teacher or the office know.
每一個學生每個學年，我哋可以合理地容許有10日嘅家庭假期日子嘅。但係如果你有任何長嘅假期或者長嘅時間唔上堂咧，因為家庭嘅旅行嘅原因咧，請你通知老師同埋我哋嘅辦事處。
Next, for parking. So if you will be driving, you please check in with the office to obtain a parking permit. We do have some area on Washington Street where you're able to park for 15 minutes during drop off and pick up time.
如果你係有駕車嘅話咧，請你去我哋辦公室度咧去攞一個停車准許證。我哋喺華盛頓街嗰度咧係有少部分嘅範圍可以容許大家咧喺翻學放嗰時咧停車15分鐘去帶翻學或者接放學嘅。不過你需要有一個停車證。
So please be courteous and only use the pickup and drop off area for 15 minutes. Right now, I think they're painted red, but we're going to try to get them painted white again after the central station opens.
請大家咧都留心咁使用啦，或者關其他人嘅需要，只係用作地方要嚟作為接放學或者送翻學之用嘅。每次可以最多只有15分鐘。我哋知道咧呢個喺華盛頓街呢一個俾你哋短暫停車嘅位置，而家咧係油咗紅色嘅。不過我哋希望喺嗰個Muni 嘅地鐵站開幕之後使用之後咧，我哋重新將佢畫翻做白色。
I also want to remind everyone, please do not drive into or park on Trenton Street for the safety of our children and families. We have a lot of staff and trucks that are coming in and out on Trenton Street. So please do not block or park anywhere on Trenton Street.
我亦都想提醒各位開車嘅家長，千祈唔好揸車進入或者停泊喺 Trenton 街。呢個係為咗你哋嘅小朋友同埋所有家長嘅安全嘅，因為我哋都有好多同事同埋送貨嘅貨車咧會喺嗰度出入嘅，請各位注意。
And then again, parking permits will be taken back if we find out that you are not using it properly. So, for example, if you're parking on Washington Street more than 15 minutes, or if you're blocking Trenton Street, then if we see that you're doing those after reminders and you still continue to do that, we will take away your parking permit.
我都想提醒大家咧，雖然你有停車證，但係我哋都可以因為如果你合理地使用呢啲停車證嘅話咧，我會收翻個停車證嘅。唔合理嘅情況包括咗咧，你譬如喺嗰個接送嘅地點你停車超過15分鐘啦，或者喺Trenton 街阻住咗汽車嘅出入啦。如果經過勸告之後無效，我哋係會收翻你嘅泊車證嘅。
So here is our classroom information. So as I mentioned, room 1, we have teacher Wendy, and then we have 2 paras, Miss Lisa and Miss May.
呢個咧就係課室裏邊嘅老師同埋助教。1號課室咧我哋就講過啦，係 Wendy 老師，咁有2位助教就係 Miss Lisa 同 Miss May。
In room 2, we have Miss Emma as the teacher, and she will have 2 paras, Miss G in the morning and Miss Stephanie in the afternoon.
喺2號課室咧，我哋就講過啦 ，Miss Emma 就係老師啦，佢亦都有2位助教，就係 Miss G 就係上晝幫手，Miss Stephanie 咧就下晝會幫手。
In room 3 for Miss Locke, she will have Miss Emily and Miss Jenny as paras.
喺3號課室咧就係樂老師，咁佢有2位助教，亦都係 Miss Emily 同 Miss Jenny。
And then for Miss Young in room 4, she will have Miss Wendy and Miss Jenny. Miss Jenny is new, so she is a new para at our school.
喺4號課室咧，Miss Young 係老師啦，佢有2位助教就 Wendy 同埋 Jenny。Jenny 係新嘅，我哋有新嘅助教嚟幫我哋手今年。
So for students arriving before 8:30, you will combine in room 1 or room 4. And then for students staying past 4:30, we will normally combine in room 1 or room 3.
若果學生喺朝頭早8點半之前返到學校嘅咧，通常我哋會將學生集合埋喺1號課室或者4號課室。為嗰啲喺4點半之後仍然喺學校嘅學生咧，我哋會將佢哋集合埋喺1號課室，一係3號課室。
We also have our parent reps. So for our parent representatives, are parents who are very willing to come and help us and introduce our new parents to how our school works. And then they also are helping us with a WeChat group so that everyone can get your notifications.
我哋咧亦都每個班房有家長代表嘅，啲家長代表咧係義務咁幫我哋咧去做迎新，去迎接幫一啲新嘅家庭加入我哋學校嘅。佢咧除咗介紹學校或者課室嘅情況之外咧，亦都會管理一個微信嘅群組，以確保我哋學校俾你哋嘅通訊咧可以透過微信群組俾到大家。
So in room 1, our parent rep is Selena Hu's mom, and in room 2, it is Sophie Liu's mom.
1號課室嘅家長代表咧係Serena Hu 嘅媽媽，2號課室嘅家長代表咧係 Sophia Liu 嘅媽媽。
In room 3, the parent rep is Jiqi C2's mom, and in room 4 is Jaden Deng Kwang's mom.
喺3號課室咧就係 Jiqi C2 嘅媽媽，咁咧喺4號課室咧就係 Jaden Deng Kwang 嘅媽媽。
I want to thank all of our parent reps for volunteering their time for being our parent representatives. I also want to let everyone know that if you are interested in being a parent rep, we can take up to 2 parent reps per room. So you can let me know if you're interested in also being a parent representative in your classroom.
好多謝咧呢啲家長代表咧係用佢哋嘅時間去義務幫助我哋嘅。咁如果你咧，我哋都想知道咧，其實咧如果你有興趣成為家長代表咧，請你唔好猶豫同我哋聯絡。我哋咧其實每一個班房可以有2位家長代表一齊幫大家嘅。
Okay, so at this time, I'm going to turn it over to one of our teachers, Miss Wendy, and she's going to talk a little bit about what happens in the classroom.
跟住落嚟咧，我係將時間交俾我其中一位老師 Miss Wendy 咧，佢會同我哋介紹一下咧，大概每一日裏邊嘅學校嘅時間表係點樣。
Okay, here that's a sample of the daily schedule because every classroom is a little different, but mostly will be kind of same. From 7:45 to 10 is drop off, breakfast, and free choices time. 10 to 11 is cleanup and outdoor time. And then 11 to 12 will be bathroom, circle time, and small group time. And then 12 to 12:30 is lunch time. And 12:30 to 2:30 is nap time. And 2:30 to 3 o'clock is transitional time and snack time. 3 o'clock to 3:45 is quiet reading time and circle time. 3:45 to 5:30 is free choices time and pick up time because everyone's pick up and drop off time is different. So that is a sample of the PreK schedule.
呢個咧，大家而家睇到嘅幻燈片咧，就係一個樣本。基本上大家嘅時間表差唔多一樣，但係由於每個學生嘅返學同埋接放學嘅時間都唔同咧，所以會有少少唔同。 咁大概嘅情況就係由7:45至到10點咧，就係一個大家返學嘅時候啦，食早餐啦，同埋自由選擇活動嘅時間。10點至11點鐘咧，就係即係清潔啊，清潔好同埋一個出去戶外活動嘅時間。11點至12點鐘咧，就係去洗手間啦，同埋或者圍圈圈去玩，同埋一個小組活動嘅時間。12點至12點半咧，就係午餐時間。12點半至2點半咧，就係小休嘅時間。2點半至3點鐘咧，就係一個過渡或者係一個下午茶嘅小食時間。3點至45分咧，就係寧靜嘅閱讀時間，或者係一個圍圈嘅小組活動時間。3點45至5點半鐘咧，就係自由選擇活動時間或者放學嘅。
Right now it's eating meal time because all the classes eating time are same as 12 to 12:30. School will provide free breakfast, lunch, and snack daily. Meals will be individual packed and portioned per student. You may choose to pack a lunch or snack as well. Healthy choices are the best. No nuts or candies is allowed. Students will be
Sorry,
eating.
Wendy, can you pause? Let the translation.
OK, thank you. 至於嗰個食晏晝或者食嘅時間咧，我哋咧就話而家暫時所有班都係由12點鐘至12點半嘅。咁學校咧就會提供免費嘅早餐、晏晝同埋小食嘅。所有食物咧都係個別包裝，同埋係根據學生嘅食量包裝嘅。你可以咧，亦都當然自己選擇自己預備一啲小食或者晏晝俾你哋嘅子女。但係咧，我哋鼓勵咧係食一啲健康嘅食品啦。我哋學校唔容許帶任何果仁啦，或者糖果返學校嘅。Thank you.
Students will be eating in the classroom. During the mealtime, students can take off the mask and encouraged to eat quietly. After they finish the meal, they can put the mask back on and converse with their peers.
所有進食咧都會喺課室裏邊進行嘅。喺食嘢嘅時候咧，學生係可以除下口罩。我哋鼓勵佢安靜咁進食。但係喺佢哋食完佢哋嘅午餐之後，或者食完每一餐早餐或者午餐或者小食之後咧，佢哋都可以戴翻佢哋面罩同其他小朋友傾偈嘅。
Please alert the teacher immediately if your child has any allergies or dietary restrictions.
嗱，如果你個子女咧有任何食物敏感或者食物上要有限制嘅話咧，請你盡快通知你嘅老師。
For prepare to bring this to school, change the clothing in the backpack or seal bag label with your child's full name.
就住乜嘢可以帶翻學校嘅咧？我哋想提醒大家咧，就係若果有替換嘅衣服咧，就擺喺書包裏邊，同埋或者擺喺一個密封好嘅一個袋裏邊，有佢嘅全名喺上邊，標籤好。
A feed seat and a blanket for that time, and also please bring home on Fridays and for cleaning and bring back on next Mondays.
另外咧，每一位小朋友咧，我哋都希望你帶一張床單同埋一張被翻嚟，等佢喺晏晝小睡嗰陣時用嘅。跟住每個禮拜5咧就放學嗰時攞翻屋企清潔，禮拜1再打翻嚟。
Extra mask label with your child's full names clearly in a permanent marker or stamps, please.
另外咧，喺一啲你小朋友需要用嘅額外嘅口罩方面咧，請你咧用一啲唔甩色嘅筆或者一啲印鑑將佢個名全部印喺或者寫喺嗰個口罩上邊。
What about a label with your child's full name too? Please bring home each day and clean it and refill and bring it back to next day.
每個小朋友咧都希望佢哋個水樽上面咧都可以標籤咗佢嘅全名，咁每日都需要放學咧帶翻學校屋企裏邊 清潔同埋第二朝裝滿水咁帶翻嚟學校上堂。
Family photo to keep at school, that will be really helpful for each child.
每位小朋友我都希望咧可以帶一張家庭嘅照片翻嚟擺喺學校裏邊，對老師係非常之有幫助嘅。
Medication with doctor's note prescriptions to keep at school only if needed.
如果有需要嘅咧，可以將喺一啲藥物擺喺學校裏邊，但係咧需要有醫生紙同埋嗰個藥單證明。
Please do not bring any toys or computer device.
請千祈唔好帶任何玩具或者電腦或者電子產品翻嚟。
Thank you, Wendy. And I also want to let everyone know that you should have received a backpack from our school today. So inside the backpack, there's some school supplies, and there's also a COVID test kit. So we're asking all the parents to have their child take a COVID test, the at-home COVID test, before they come to school on the first day, next Wednesday.
另外咧，我哋咧相信大家都攞到學校派發俾你哋嘅背包㗎啦。咁喺背包裏邊咧有學生所需要嘅一啲文具啦，同埋呢個新冠肺炎嘅測試劑喺裏邊嘅。我哋希望喺你哋第一日翻學之前嘅朝頭早咧，你幫你嘅小朋友做咗測試先至同佢翻學。
We are also asking all the parents to update their emergency card. We require everyone to update their emergency card every year by the first day of school. And so reminder on the emergency card, only the adults listed on the emergency card are able to pick up your child. So make sure that you write everyone that you want to be able to pick up your child on there.
咁咧，另外咧關於嗰個緊急聯絡嗰張表格咧，我哋每年都會更新個內容一次嘅，所以請你喺第一日翻學嗰時咧，確保你更新咗呢張緊急通知聯絡卡嘅內容。每一個嚟接小朋友嘅人個名必須喺個卡上邊出現，我哋先會俾佢帶小朋友離開嘅。請你確保係會接小朋友嘅成年人個名都填咗喺呢張緊急聯絡卡裏邊。
So the name on this emergency card also has to match their photo ID. So if it's their first time coming to pick up your child and we don't know who they are, we will ask them to see their ID and we will have to match it to make sure it's the same as what you wrote on their emergency card.
喺呢張緊急聯絡卡上面嘅成年人嘅姓名咧需要同佢嘅有照片嘅身份證嘅姓名相對嘅，我哋先至會容許佢將個小朋友帶放學嘅。所以咧，請你確保寫喺呢張卡上面嗰個家長個名咧，佢同佢有相嘅身份證或者車牌上面嘅名字係一樣嘅。
So here we have some contact information for our school. So we typically have monthly parent meetings and they are on Zoom. And so they're typically on the third Thursday of the month at 5 o'clock.
我哋咧學校每個月都有家長個月會嘅，咁係喺透過線上，好似而家咁用一個 Zoom 嘅軟體去進行嘅。咁一般會喺每個月嘅第3個星期四下晝5點鐘進行。
We also have our school website where you can go to check out more information. I wanted to show you on our school website. If you click here for our calendar, you will be able to see all the closure dates and things happening at our school.
係跟住喺嗰個幻燈片中間嗰個係一個網頁，係我哋Commodore學校嘅一個學校網頁嚟嘅。我想透過而家展示俾你睇我哋學校網頁嘅內容。咁如果單擊嗰個連結進入咗個網頁之後咧，你只要喺中間呢度，而家校長喺個鼠標度移動嗰度咧，係一個我哋學校嘅日曆表。你單擊進入咧，就睇到我哋學校每一日裏邊咧有唔同咩活動進行緊咁樣。
And then just to let you know, we do have a few school events typically in our school year. So in September, we have our back to school night where we invite all the families to come into the classroom and learn about what the kids are learning in the classroom. In December, we have our winter holiday potluck. And around February, we have our Lunar New Year celebration and performances. And then in June, we have our end of the school year carnival.
我哋每年咧都有唔同嘅節目會喺唔同時間進行嘅。喺9月份嗰陣時咧，我哋會有一個開學嘅夜晚，咁咧就咧會邀請所有家長咧都嚟到學校，去到課室裏邊咧睇下佢哋子女咧嘅學習內容係乜嘢嘢嘅。咁喺冬假期間咧，我哋大概喺12月咧正話嗰個叫做學校重返學校之夜咧，就喺9月。喺12月咧就會係喺一個冬假嘅一個聚餐，大家會帶唔同嘅食物嚟參加嘅。喺2月嘅時候咧，我哋會有農曆新年嘅表演，跟住喺6月嘅時候，我哋會有學年完結嘅嘉年華會。
And then we also do fundraising and volunteering here at our school. And so you will receive a paper asking for donations. So those donations are for the school events that I just mentioned, but please know the donations are 100% optional. So you do not have to donate anything if you don't want to. And then we also have voluntary opportunities. So if parents want to come volunteer in the classroom or even in the office, to help us with some office tasks, please let us know. We're happy to have them volunteer.
另外咧，我哋亦都咧學校會舉行籌款同埋有義工嘅機會嘅。你會收到一張通知書咧，就要求各位家長去捐獻俾我哋去籌辦正話所提過唔同嘅活動。但係我想提醒大家咧，呢啲捐款咧係完全係自願嘅。如果係你想捐獻嘅，想資助呢啲活動嘅，歡迎你哋資助。但係你如果唔想嘅，都係冇問題嘅。咁另外咧，我哋咧亦全面地歡迎大家嚟到我哋學校咧做義工，喺課室裏邊或者喺辦公室裏邊幫手都歡迎嘅。如果你係有興趣嘅，請你同我哋聯絡。
And then here is our contact information for the school. So we have our school office phone number as well as our school email. And then here we have Ms. J. Chan, the enrollment office phone number and email. We also have a cell phone for our school. So if you want to text us, this is the phone number that you would text, because this number can receive text. And then lastly, this is my cell phone number, so the principal's cell phone number.
呢個咧跟住呢張幻燈片咧係我哋嘅種種唔同嘅聯絡方法。咁首先咧就係我哋學校有一個辦公室一個電話號碼啦，就呢度列咗出嚟啦，4152917932。我哋亦都有一個學校嘅電郵，就係而家校長用鼠標指示出嚟嗰個就係學校嘅電郵。另外咧喺嗰個註冊辦公室嘅J Chan 老師咧，佢亦都有個電話號碼，就係4152416085，內線係22754嘅。咁亦都有佢嘅電郵喺中間呢一度。我哋學校本身亦都有一個手提電話咧，你可以用文字信息同我哋聯絡嘅。個電話號碼咧就4152602960，可以用文字信息同我哋聯絡嘅。咁最後咧係校長嘅自己嘅手提電話，就係415-470-6052。
Okay, so that is the end of our presentation. Thank you for coming. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. And if you have any questions, go ahead and raise your hand and we'll try to answer.